representing China, YINGSHA.
So here she is, Her Majesty YINGSHA enters the Infinity Arena, catwalking slowly over to a bench that she spent a fair amount of time, because she spends a lot of time on court. She survives, she thrives, she is the woman of the WTT era. Anna HURSEY, alongside John Murphy there, will be getting ready for a best-of-5 battle. First player to win 3 games to 11 must win by 2. We'll move on to the round of 16. And here is the tale of the table. It's their first time meeting here in the WTT era. YINGSHA has worked so hard.
For the toss,
all chasing.
White, blue. White, blue. Blue. That side.
Really took her time here.
HURSEY, you want to serve or receive? Service.
So Anna HURSEY with the second choice, the winner of the coin toss. YINGSHA evaluates both sides of the court and says, I'm going to be on the right side. And service chosen by the Welsh Anna HURSEY. I'm Adam Bobrow, and I'm thrilled to be here by someone not too far away from Anna HURSEY. It's friend and fellow table tennis enthusiast and evangelist Fraser Riley. Welcome back. Probably the best I've heard that done yet so far in Macau this event. Not only was it said perfectly, it was responded to by the crowd perfectly. So interesting combination with coach and player here. Always fascinating. I'm sure I'll get some feedback on social media about why that is.
HURSEY to serve. Love all.
So in this best-of-5 opening round battle, the round of 32, it's the wild card. Wales' own Anna HURSEY to start off with the serves. Love all. Extra quality on the push from SHATOU. Will take a little time to adjust to the quality in general throughout.
Yeah, there's going to be extra quality on almost every single ball that Anna's going to be facing here. Doing well in that rally there.
Yeah, a bit more extended here. I think you hit the nail on the head in terms of quality. It makes you wonder who Anna HURSEY had as a practice partner to warm up for this match.
I know yesterday she was training with Min Young Ji from Australia.
3 love.
Yeah, Ji Min Young with the pips, the long pips, no sponge on the backhand, much like Manika Batra, Srija Akula, a handful of other Indian women.
Forgive me, it was actually the other player from Australia. Why is my mind going blank right now? Yang Leo. There we go, but
still pips on the backhand, except shorter and with sponge.
Yeah.
There you go, interesting. Yang Leo. Very strong, tough battle against Mila Ito yesterday, but getting someone as dominant as YINGSHA in the first round, it's an exciting opportunity, but not an optimistic one. In terms of your odds anyway, but she's on the scoreboard here with a parallel, nice change of direction as you talked about, her speed.
We were told that when she saw the draw, she was sort of thinking to herself, my goodness, I've come so far, only to probably lose, but John Murphy helped her flip that around psychologically.
YINGSHA has come so far only to lose.
No, Anna HURSEY.
No, but that's how you flip it, right?
I guess it is.
Go Murphy.
Yeah.
No, optimism is so important, belief coming to the table. Well, of course, there's going to be a lot to learn here. More so, we would imagine, for Anna HURSEY than the other way around. We've also seen people come to the table many times against world number 1, cause some major upsets, especially in the opening rounds.
I mean, I'm thinking back to the US smash as well. Hannah Goda did very, very well against YINGSHA. Took it to the decider, so could HURSEY take some heat from that?
Wow. Again, the quality of the opening shots from YINGSHA. Anna HURSEY she's quickly adjusted to counter them back with the finishing shot. YINGSHA has a long list of answers ready. And the edge here, just a faint nick Not to be confused with Saint Nick, delivering gifts on one day a year. So a 3-point lead for YINGSHA, but very much in this game. Anna HURSEY, just 3 points down here.
Yeah, long serve, trying to get over the third ball there. But such a spinny receive from YINGSHA. I feel like she's really improved her backhand. I mean, it kind of seems counterintuitive to think that world number one needs to improve many things, but that's why the Chinese are so dominant. They never rest on their laurels.
And that's the trick of any competitive sport. When you're world number one, it's not like world number two through infinity isn't working like crazy to catch up to you and take over your spot.
4-8.
Variation here from Anna HURSEY.
Interesting. So both players have tried to go for a long serve combo, but the spinny backhanders finished the point.
Yeah, it felt like she changed up the depth on that. Played a little bit more shallow and slow, Anna HURSEY there, to break the rhythm.
Great power and recovery there from Anna HURSEY.
I was thinking about that slow, spinny shot. You were calling the Bernie Such match. It was very interesting to see from, what, 8-10 in the fourth?
Yeah.
Very interesting to watch. Lots to learn there.
9-5.
Yeah, that spinny backhand is something which can stall an opponent. Your margin for error reduces against those spinnier balls. Tough to calibrate a counter against. But you require fine contact, and if it's a floaty push, it's hard to do it against.
10-5.
And now 5 game points for YINGSHA. Remember, it's a best of 5, so game number 1, 1/3 of what is needed.
Left. 10-5. Left. 10-5.
Beautiful long push there, darting out to that wide forehand just to change it up.
Yeah, very, very decisive play from Anna HURSEY. The service went towards the middle. She took it early with the forehand. Coming in with a shovel serve to try and dig herself out of trouble.
So far, so good, digging in the right direction here. Another shovel serve, but it's SHATOU who digs her way out of this one, 11-7. So, quite a fight here against the world number one. 7 points out of the 18 played, not too shabby, and with some words of wisdom from John Murphy between. Again, younger players tend to need a little bit more from the coach, considering their lack of experience at the big leagues and dissecting the game at such a high level. So, if anyone's going to benefit more from this time, this water break, we expect it to be in. Fraser, do you understand Murphy's speech better than I do?
Second game.
Probably, but it's tough to hear in here with all the noise from the crowd.
Cool. Yeah, I guess SHATOU fans definitely filling the stadium, creating a bunch of atmosphere here.
I couldn't tell whether the fans were cheering for Poré or whether they were just wanting to see SHATOU enter the arena as soon as possible.
Oh. They're like, yeah, way to 3-0 him.
Yeah.
You versus you.
1-0.
So one thing I did hear from Murph was you're good in the backhand-to-backhand exchange. Don't be afraid to get into that. You've adjusted well covering the spin is what it sounded like, and then change it up. Make that quick change out to the wide forehand. Look how fluid that is. That's a very solid spinny opening shot. Fast drive.
She's got great technique, Anna. Great technique. Such a protege in many ways. Real history maker for Welsh table tennis. They've had some strong players. Charlotte Carey as well.
1-3.
But Anna tipped to be a real star.
Yeah, and this is not the first time we've seen that shovel serve come into effect here and cause some trouble on the other side. Early parts of the game, but a very encouraging start for the Welsh star.
1-4.
Well, I was thinking in the first game, look, she's just taken 7 points off the world number one. Can she build on that? But then I was also thinking, well, YINGSHA is now more aware of Anna HURSEY, so you know what's going to happen here. So this is a great start from Anna. Quite surprising.
Let's.
Service warning.
Son, after toss, remove your hand quickly.
When's the last time you heard that warning?
放下.
Oh, 放弃来.
1-4.
swing of the free arm, was it?
Yeah. They used to be much more strict on this rule. I don't know if you ever heard the rules defined by the ball and the 2 posts, that nothing can be in that triangle. I feel like it's simply become the ball must be visible to the receiver at all times, so they've been a little bit less strict about that free hand. As most players do toss the ball and then just remove the hand before the contact so that it never blocks vision.
4-3.
Me included. I mean, it's just sort of become part of the game, but fair enough.
Yeah.
So a long serve to the backhand rather than the shovel serve somewhere else on the table, and SHATOU's won 3 straight points from down 1-4.
Yeah, the lead diffused here, and now she's got 2 serves to world number 1. Couple of important points here for both players.
5-4.
That serve tempting, almost baiting HURSEY into a flick because of the way that she comes into contact with the ball, fairly through the back of the ball compared to a pendulum serve. But HURSEY's flick.
So what I heard at first, shovel serve shorter to the forehand, shorter serve, she has less options. Get her to play passively. When she opens, stay on top, keep spinning, stay forward. And then go to the deep backhand more than the middle if you can. Anything else you caught?
Mostly that, and I think don't play too high trajectory, don't come up the ball too much. Focus your energy out in front.
Well, let's see here. It's the world number 1 with a second serve and a 1-point lead. And a nice tight serve, pendulum. Again, it's the beware of dog sign that just puts that much more pressure on the person looking to hop the fence. You know that that third ball attack is waiting and that it's dangerous. Quite an exchange, this one. The last shot didn't appear to miss by much either. Anna HURSEY in a quick, fiery point.
Miraculously getting back, and YINGSHA not admiring her own shot. Fighting until she knows the point is over. A lot of players would have not expected that back and not recovered.
That's the beauty of when it is the standard. There's nothing for YINGSHA to admire. It's just another day of taking care of business. It's another shot that's expected. But a good pull from the middle here, right off that rib cage to the wide forehand. Perfect adjustment. The placement, look how low that is. Again, fisheye, but still, that was a low shot from that position. The speed game.
Incredible. And she learned from her mistake in the receive before where she'd missed a similar one there with that guide flick on the forehand.
So good in the fast exchange. Even the parallel shot that came back to point before. These are fast balls coming in. Oh, speaking of which, just in case you thought 10 was the top of the volume knob, Anna HURSEY turning it up a bit. Get your earplugs out for this. And sonic boom! Flat shot to the cross court. Oh, welcome to my house, the house of pain.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it. And now she's got a lead here. Wow.
It's been back and forth from 4-1 up to trailing. Ma Lin needs a drink. Water, of course, here, as we're sponsored and well prepared, well hydrated. Oh, the blistering backhand on top of the bounce. Anna HURSEY right now on her toes and on her A game.
And she's won 2 more points than what she did in the opener. Incredible.
She's got a 2-point lead, a receive game. It's going to be crucial. Can she keep it short? What's going to be the attempt here? Depends on what comes in, as always. Fast, long serve, and she spins it with the backhand. The player who took 7 points, the wild card, world rank number 76 in game 1. And SHATOU adapts, by the way. She gets better as the match goes deeper. Anna HURSEY's just won 6 of the last 8 points, and she's got 3 game points here in game 2. The forehand flick, soft shot attempted. It's interesting. My thought process, as you heard out loud, the point before was, how do you keep it short against SHATOU? But of course, if it comes long, Anna HURSEY had the answer. But here, trying to keep it short, it's a subtle variation from SHATOU.
It is. Another good example where SHATOU has intelligently deployed that no-spin service. Made it look like it was backspin that time.
2 game points left. Ooh. If she had a timeout right now, she would take it. That said, she's going to use that sort of internal timeout and just have that conversation with herself and John Murphy in her head for a second serve with a game point left.
10-9.
Keeping that ball dry, the responsibility of the server, and could be crucial. Good idea, miss by much, but it's SHATOU who finds a way to be the thorn there in the side, right into that hip.
Couldn't replicate what she did out of the crossover earlier. HURSEY, a protective flick from YINGSHA off of the wider serve, but spinny and well placed.
So deuce here, alternating serves. There it is, right into the elbow, finds it. That was a big point. The deeper these points go, the less you feel like the advantage is with HURSEY.
She didn't panic there, the Welsh star. SHATOU trying to change the pace, slow the game down with the backhand.
So it's a 4th game point here for HURSEY. Oh, the quality a little bit off the top of the net. But Wales, Wales, Wales. She has made her way through and taken a game. It's a level playing field here between the Welsh star, the wild card, and Her Majesty YINGSHA. This is quite the spectacle. The serve that was effective, but more impressively for me, the rallies. This isn't one and done. This isn't I need to just play out of my mind and try to finish the point. This is I'm ready to go glove to glove, toe to toe, and hang with you in the rally. SHATOU is going to have to twist the Rubik's Cube in some different ways. Wouldn't be surprised if she does, but the conversation and the match continue in Game 3 at 1 game apiece. It's tied with SHATOU and Anna.
Serve. Love off.
So HURSEY with some momentum right now. Just took a game off of the world #1. That's a crack in the windshield. Will it continue? SHATOU says, "Ich don't think so." The turn on this. Man, is that quick. This is where the muscle and the core strength comes in. An occasional German commentary.
I was going to say, you going for some German there?
just a bit.
Ambition.
Funny, I thought you said ambition, and I was like, yeah, it was ambitious. Well, good attempt out here. It's SHATOU with a flawless start here after the first 2 points on receive, taking both. Barely any bounce on that forehand. That hard sponge, a lot to talk about there. Oh, what a combination. The Chiquita, the amount of side spin. So much wrap on this receive.
Yeah, elbow high. I think it just clipped the net, but it doesn't take away from how impressive that combination was. Untouchable ball for YINGSHA, playing the short side there, HURSEY. Points going against serve so far this game.
That's the first point won by a server. So a 3-1 lead here. Much the opposite of what we saw last game, where SHATOU was down 1-4 before turning things around, winning 4 in a row and sending a timeout the way of HURSEY.
The long serve works at that time. We've seen both players try it. We've seen that when they've gone for it, the receiver has often won the point, but that time won outright from HURSEY. No giveaway with the foremotion. It had the surprise factor.
Good step around here, this pivot. You could feel the pressure. That said, if HURSEY plays this one like she did the opposite time down the line on the forehand side, we've seen her cutter and reach. That placement was just so wide, it was tough to really angle back to the table. A little tough to tell who the crowd's behind here.
Not.
Oh yeah, not. That's true.
5-2.
But I'm sure that HURSEY's earned a few fans here.
Yeah, you have to imagine immediate respect for challenging the woman at the top of the game. Oh, spanked. Again, the variation in the serves, subtlety, sets up that third ball slap. Hey, there's Coco. Cho Yika, personal coach. Up. Good little look there. He's got a Tommy Lee Jones sort of vibe.
I see that. Extending her lead here, YINGSHA. It's interesting, isn't it? Cho Yika was coaching Kwai Man earlier. He's not here for YINGSHA for whatever reason. We can speculate, but I mean, might not be as deep as what we think.
Oh, I wasn't thinking anything deep. I'm just excited for this here.
Let 2-7.
Nice shallow spin shot here. A taste of the medicine that was given to SHATOU earlier on in game #1 even though that wasn't the game that Anna took. SHATOU showing her versatility in the open rally. Oh, quality push. And it allows some fast footwork. I shouldn't even say allowed. It almost forces fast footwork. If SHATOU doesn't move quickly and step on this, she doesn't get around, and that shot is, well, unmatched.
Yeah, so proactive. It's impending doom. Oh, and again, a great flip from Anna HURSEY. Nothing wrong with that at all.
A solid receive, well anticipated. SHATOU's learned the patterns out here. It's been a study, and it always is. Win or lose, there's a lot to take. What's happening is all data. And here's some data for you. 8 game points for the world #1. Cracking backhand. Love the quality and the sound of that backhand.
Yeah, crisp there.
Forehand flip carries long. Again, it's the beware of dog sign. It's the pressure waiting. SHATOU's in better position for shots this time around. This game, she was everywhere she needed to be a little bit early. And not moving early, just recovering quicker and getting ready to move quickly. Forehand flick doesn't miss by much. There's respect. There's not the same result this time around. SHATOU has... She's beaten SHATOU before, T2.
Sun to serve, love off.
So SHATOU drives the ball here and gets ready. She leads 2-1 after winning 11-3 in the last game.
HURSEY again faring well in the speed game, but now YINGSHA just seems to be a bit more in her groove. We saw YINGSHA win with a couple of winners early on in the last game, and then she slowed the game down as if to intimidate Anna HURSEY, and it worked.
When someone's really, really good at their job, it's almost like they can dangle it on a string. They can just remind you how good they are.
Yeah.
Let you feel the heat and go, okay, you want to follow that? But guess what else I've got?
I felt that straight from the slow walkout of YINGSHA.
But here it's the shovel serve once again. She comes digging in, around and under this ball. Anna HURSEY gets a straight out point. Her serve success on that specific serve, no matter where it is on the table, has been quite high.
Interesting rally there, slightly softer shots played. Just changing her around, YINGSHA. After HURSEY played that parallel, so was like, okay, I'll play the longer length.
And this time a little bit more on the in and out, bringing Anna HURSEY into that shorter forehand and sending her back to the deep backhand corner. Not sharing with the village. That's what happens when you sit up in the throne sometimes. You just need to take control, and here at the first towel break, she definitely has. At least from the start. It was game number 2, after all, where it was 4-1 for Anna HURSEY, and then she was down 4-5, and yet she came back to win the game. Different story, though, being down after having been beaten 11-3 in the third. Good calm here. Again, it just brings me back to the Bernie Hanna match. Hanagoda, that is. Sometimes keeping it in play and saying, you know what, I'm going to invest in positioning and wait for my opponent to try and rush this. Oh, second bounce. This is, well, an ace.
Yeah, technically speaking, it is. YINGSHA waiting for something that didn't fully come through.
It's a beautiful serve, low, perfectly placed, just inside the baseline. To get SHATOU to believe that it was attackable really took some fine, fine placement. And of course it could have been. But if SHATOU can't, then who can? So, service game, strong on both sides. And the switch here, Anna HURSEY making some moves. It is now or never. Anna HURSEY in a must-win situation. Clever idea, a little Strawberry with a follow-up forehand to the wide corner. The idea is right. If I'm Murphy, I'm on my feet saying, good.
Yep, she pushed out. She got the bat high. Ready to counter, but it was just a well-placed, good quality ball from Shasha. Knowing that it probably would have been a winner, added pressure to it. Feel as though she's lost a little bit of her way with the forehand flick.
Shasha seems to be everywhere she needs to be. For example, doesn't pivot too early, just at the point of contact, maybe just a brief moment after. Let's watch one more time. Yep. That was right at the baseline. It was a perfectly executed long serve, and then, well, one good shot deserves another here as Shasha returns the favor.
And it looks like now Sun Ying-sha's in the ascendancy, about to win the match. It's been a great fight from Anna HURSEY. I've been impressed, but Sun Ying-sha probably going to be too strong.
That said, we've seen greater comebacks. They're still keeping score, so I have no crystal ball. If I do, it doesn't tell me the future. I don't have a lot of stuff. I don't have a crystal ball. That said, it is 6 match points for the world #1 to get through a very impressively strong wild card here in Anna HURSEY. Oh, the forehand flick gets countered back. A smacking shot spanked back to the barriers, and Shasha closes the door to what has been a spectacular fight. I think Wales, the UK, Europe has a lot to look forward to in Anna HURSEY, let alone the HURSEY family and everybody else in her camp. Sun Ying-sha recognizing excellence on the other side of the table and really turning up the game. Games 3 and 4 only allowing the same score Anna HURSEY got in game #1 total. Sun Ying-sha does what Sun Ying-sha does. And it's a high five to Ma Lin.